This is where the CMOS battery can be found, right here. Hi, this is Glenn Villar and welcome to another episode of Renaxis. Today we have a Posiflex POS machine. It was sent to us by the other branch, and if you look at the date, they're complaining about it being always late every day. Its year is always at 2009 instead of 2026. This problem is not confined only to a POS machine. This can also happen to any type of computer out there. It can be your laptop or your computer, as long as they have a CMOS battery. For POS machines, there are no other ways to remove the battery but to disassemble the unit. Right now, I have successfully removed the LCD while the connectors are still in place. Take a quick photo of the motherboard before you attempt to unplug those cables so that when we are going to reassemble them, it's going to be easier to put the cables back in place. When trying to unplug these cable connectors, make sure that you don't apply unnecessary force. Keep the connectors and cable intact and avoid pulling the wires. If we accidentally pulled out a wire from these cable connectors, it might be hard to put them back. It's actually not necessary to remove the base, but I prefer to remove it entirely so that I can have a clear view of the entire casing. That way, it will be easier to figure out how to pull out the motherboard from its case. Some Posiflex like this model has a card reader. This part that I'm removing is the MSR reader where you can swipe an ATM. So instead of typing the number of the card, it actually writes that number to the POS machine's software. It is also important to remove the SSD or the disk of this POS machine before you can actually remove the motherboard. The SSD has a connector that is connected directly into the port or the SSD port of the motherboard. Next is we need to remove the RAM or the memory. If we don't remove the RAM, the side of the RAM kind of touches the edges of the casing, so it's harder to pull out the motherboard while the RAM is still installed. So right now we have successfully removed the motherboard, and from here we can say that this is a fanless POS machine, and its processor is directly touching the back side of the casing, and it serves as the heatsink for the processor. Here is the battery that is faulty. This is a CR2032 lithium battery, and it is just 3-volt battery. It's pretty straightforward to remove the battery. You will just have to locate it. Use the tip of the screwdriver to gently push the clip away from the battery, and the battery should pop up automatically. If we wish to test whether the battery is really dead, we're going to use a multitester. When I measure the battery, there are no voltage output and the value is 0. Now let's try and measure the voltage output of this brand new CMOS battery. There. It is showing 3.17 volts, or just 3 volts. Now let's add the new battery. Once the faulty battery has been replaced by a new one, what's left is to reassemble back this motherboard. But before that, make sure that we apply a small thermal paste to the processor. Just add a tiny bit of thermal paste and don't apply too much. Alright, so I'm going to reassemble everything back in place. And before we do that, let's just write down the model of this motherboard just in case something happens to this, we can order a replacement online. Alright, so let's go back and reassemble the whole thing. Okay, for the last part, we're going to reattach the SSD. For Posiflex POS machines, the SSD has this metal strip that you need to latch into the SSD's back. The purpose of this is for you to easily unplug or lift the SSD when you're trying to replace it when it becomes faulty. Alright, that's it. We're going to bring it to the department store and test if it's going to boot. Right now, what we're seeing on the screen are the post messages or the power on self-test messages. And as you can see, the date is still in 2009. Don't panic, this is normal. We're going to set the date to the current one. We also need to set the time. After this, the battery should help the CMOS to retain this information. And let's just restart this. And there you go. The date is now up to date. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe to this channel. And while you're at it, leave your comments at the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.